Alright, welcome back everyone, hope you're doing well. In the midst of 2020 and this whole global pandemic, obviously a lot of people are suffering, a lot of people are sad and isolated, fearing for their lives, and some of us are just, waiting for it to all be over. It's been a pretty depressing time, to be honest, and it's just been a pretty rough period for a lot of people. But there's some of us out here feeling very humble and blessed in this time. They feel the need to preach to the common folk, and our main girl, Kim Kardashian, has come out with some astounding news. News that we've all been waiting for. News that everybody in the entire world have been on the edge of their seat for. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm very proud to announce that Kim Kardashian has gone on a trip to a private island. Thank you, Kim. Thank you for telling me that. That's what I needed in this pandemic. Pretty much, she tweeted out a bunch of pictures and stuff, saying how humble she is, that she's still able to visit these private islands, even in this pandemic. And don't get me wrong, there's no problem with celebrating whatever, your birthday and stuff, but it's just the most tone-deaf bunch of tweets I've ever seen. So the tweets start off here, right? I'm 40 and I'm feeling so humble and blessed. There's not a single day that I take for granted, especially during these times when we are all reminded of the things that truly matter. Honestly, that seems alright, nothing really wrong with that tweet, but it's Kim Kardashian, she keeps going and going. After 2 weeks of multiple health screens and asking everyone to quarantine, I surprised my closest inner circle with a trip to a private island where we could just pretend that things were normal, just for a brief moment in time. That's right, fellas, let's just pretend everything's normal and, we're chilling on a private island, because that's normal. In fact, that is so normal, I am about to fly there right now. I'll be right back, guys. Psych, I don't have a private island, but I do have an announcement to make, and my announcement's actually cool, alright? I am going to be playing Minecraft now on the second channel. I started playing it for the first time ever yesterday. I thought it would be a disaster. Sorry, this is an entirely different tangent, but I have to say, because it's so popular and everybody's been playing it and telling me to play it, and yeah, I'm gonna play it, so if you want to watch, go ahead. Watch in 4 days. It's pretty garbage right now, but later on it'll be good, alright? That's pretty much the only private island I'll ever have, on Minecraft. But wait, did they just quarantine for 2 weeks, out of nowhere? Kim Kardashian's hey everybody, you gotta go quarantine for 2 weeks, because, big surprise later, anybody could have guessed it's gonna be some sort of a party, right? Also, I love the way these celebrities talk. They're always for a brief moment in time, we can pretend that things were normal, they're all authors. And don't worry, it's not over. We danced, we rode bikes, we swam near whales, kayaked, and watched a movie on the beach, and so much more. I realize that for most people, this is something that is so far out of reach right now, so in moments like these, I'm humbly reminded of how privileged my life is. Hashtag this is 40. Alright, so she did all this fancy stuff, right? And in doing so, she realized that wow guys, I am so privileged, and nobody can even dream of doing this right now. Actually, Kim, that's not even right now. Nobody can ever dream of going to a private island and just partying it up, okay? That's just the reality for most people. Also, I don't understand how being reminded of how privileged your life is a reason to flex on people on Twitter. If you're reminded how blessed you are, surely you wouldn't want to rub it in people's faces, right? Talk down to people like they're scum. The thing is, she even described each and every individual activity she did, straight up. How is this anything other than showing off? Because, you know what I think, Kim? This is just a hypothesis, right? But I think a lot of viewers might agree with me here. You decided one merry day, I'ma go on this private island trip, and you went, you had a lot of fun, and just like any social media addicted human being, you wanted to post these pictures on Twitter, on Instagram, and tell people what an amazing time you had. But wait, we are in a global pandemic, and in the back of your mind, you were this would come off really insensitive. What can I do? Kevin, you're my advisor. Give me some tips. Listen up, Kevin. All I want to do is I want to tell the common folk that my life is really good, and it's way better than theirs, and I'm having the time of my life, even while they're suffering. How do I do it without them hating me? Come on, Kevin. You always have the answer. So Kevin, goes into his books. He looks at a lot of text and he's like, recognize your privilege, the classic card. So after getting some advice from Kevin, Kim goes, hey guys, I recognize that I'm really rich and you guys are suffering, but and this may come off super insensitive, but hey, I went on this private island and enjoyed myself, but I recognize my privilege, so it's all good, right? I just wanted to tell you, though. Listen, I just gotta clarify that there's nothing wrong with, celebrating, right? Or being happy, even in this pandemic. Of course, everybody wants to be happy, or even telling people you're happy, like, hey guys, I'm happy. There's nothing really wrong with that. But I think the problem here was the way she did it, and that's why people got super mad. I say this like every other video, but there's a time and a place for everything, but not now, None of these people have ever played Pokemon, and it really shows, dude. You know how in a relationship, when you have a fantastic day from work, right, and you come home and you see your wife is in a terrible mood, she had an awful day at work, do you proceed to tell her how incredible your day was? Or do you try to comfort her and listen to her problems? If you do number one, you're probably Kim Kardashian, and you really don't give a shit about people. And if you do number two, you're probably an empathetic person, and you take into account people's feelings, and you read the room, and you see how they might react. I know it sounds really mushy and stuff, and I'm always that guy who goes, oh, I don't care what people think, but, this is kind of different, being a loser for no reason is just not cool. Here's one of the top responses, and it says, good for you, I lost 4 months of pay, still tied up with unemployment, and I've seen a significant drop in future earnings. I'm helping my daughters with childcare and virtual school for my granddaughter. Still haven't gotten my 2019 tax return. Glad you had fun. Now listen up, I know at face value, this person just seems kind of bitter or whatever, oh, I'm glad you had fun, I had an awful time. And some people might misinterpret this as someone just complaining for the sake of doing it. I mean, I don't know if this actually happened, but if it did, obviously you gotta take into account that this is affecting people's entire lives, right? We aren't talking about a day or a month, we're kind of talking about potentially permanent consequences, right? It's truly dark times. I don't know, it kind of depends on how you see it. Some people might just see it as someone just complaining on Twitter or whatever, but I think it's beneficial to give people the benefit of the doubt and just be generally empathetic, because you don't really lose that way, right? There's no consequences for being a caring person. And as for Kim, I don't know, man, I think she could have worded it way better, rather than saying, for a brief moment in time, I felt normal on my private island. There's this meme where it says that people are dying, Kim, and that's unironically true here, but yeah, classic out-of-touch celebrity yapping their mouth, nothing really new here. And just a general lesson, reading the room is very important in life. It's not like you're not allowed to achieve anything during this time period, but it's blatantly obvious when people care. For example, a lot of you probably watch KSI, and just a while back, he was flexing his Beers chain, which is $500K, his $200,000 gold watch, and all of that, right? And the second quarantine hit, he completely stopped, right? I'm sure he's still buying stuff, but I think he knows that it's not the right time, and that's really great that he recognizes that. He's doing great things. He released that music video, Really Love, and it's pretty good, and I gotta say that I think giving people laughs and entertainment during this time is probably one of the best ways to lift people up, if not monetarily. And honestly, I'm very grateful to the people I watch as well. You guys probably see me as a YouTuber, but I'm more of a YouTube viewer. I always say that I spend 99% of my time watching videos and 1% making them. So yeah, anyways, I think I should end it there. Hope you guys did enjoy. Be sure to smash like, subscribe, hit the bell for more videos, all of that. Thanks for all the support recently. It genuinely means a lot that people always tune in. But yeah, I say that all the time like an idiot, but what else do I say, okay? I mean it. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow, or on Twitter when you reply, or on Blue Night, whichever comes first. But yeah, bye-bye.